Hey guys, how it's going? This is Tarique from Technical Babaji. In this video, you will learn how to handle errors and exception and how to give proper error message with status code to client. Client in the sense, those who are going to use our REST API. If you don't handle errors properly, then your application may crash and stop working. Then you need to restart server again to get rid of it. So my main focus in this video to handle errors and exception in such a way that application will never stop working, and at the same time we will give proper error message to client. I have already made video on REST API with Node.js, Express and MySQL with JSON web token. If you haven't watched that video, you can get the link from the descriptions. This video will be add on to that video series to make more advanced REST API. So without any further delay, let's get right into it.
Subscribe Technical Babaji channel and press the bell icon to get the latest video updates.
These are the endpoints which I have built over the past few videos. So let me just quickly explain how it works. So we need to do first login. If we pass valid email and password in login endpoint, then we'll get message and token. To access other endpoints, we need to pass this token, otherwise we cannot access, right? So this is the simple API. Now the thing which I'm trying to show here, if other than the route which we have specified, if we'll try to access, we are going to get some HTML error message. I don't want this. I want that if anything we are trying to access, we should get the JSON response that URL is not valid, something like that, right? So here you can see that we have only two routes. One is public and other endpoints is API users. Other than this, if we are trying to get anything, we are getting errors. So let me write here at the end app.all asterisk request response. So if any route doesn't match, this will match. Okay, so we can reply from here. Const will make an error object equal to new error requested URL request.path not found. We can give message like this. Okay, we'll use response.status with 404 not found .json success :0 message :err.message. Error has a property message, then stack err.stack. That's it. First see the output, then I'll explain. Now again I'm trying to access the route which is not available. So now here you can see that I'm getting a message requested URL, this endpoint not found, and stack. So from here we can get the information from which file this error is occurred. So here you can see line number 16 column number 15 and from app.js file. Okay, if you go back to app.js line number 15, from here you can see this error is originated. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now in Express, everything is a middleware that receives request, response and one optional parameter next. Now in Express, we have one more special kind of middleware that receives 4 parameter especially meant for error handling. Let me define first. Okay, so this middleware receives 4 parameter: error, request, response and next. So any error happens in anywhere in applications, we can call directly to this middleware and pass the control here. So we can handle here. So let me first write the handler here. So if there is a status code, then we will assign that status code, otherwise we will pass 500. It means internal server error. So we have defined the global error handler. So we will give the response from here. So we don't need to write error response in every middleware. So instead of that, what we can do, just let me remove this from here. One more thing, err.statusCode 404, and we'll call next with error. It receives only one parameter, error. Otherwise, if we don't pass anything inside the next function, then it will call to the next middleware. But if we pass error here, then it will directly call to error handler, special kind of middleware in the and our error object will be here and request response and next object will be here. So we can give response from here. So we don't need to write everywhere for giving error response. So now let's see, let's save this. And if we check, we'll get same kind of error message, but this time we are not getting message from here, we are getting message from here. So now our error handler is ready. So we just need to call next with error parameter to give error response back to the client. So here inside my controller, you can see that we have many controllers, and every controller is in itself is a middleware that receives request response and one optional parameter next. Now here you can see that I wrapped my code with try and catch blocks. So if any error happens, I'm replying from here. So now I can replace this with next error. So it will call directly to error handler and we can give response back from there. So in the last video, I have already shown how we can convert callback into promises. So I have converted every callback into promises. If you haven't watched that, you can watch first that video, then you can understand this. Okay, right. So I need to update every controller in the same way. First I need to add next, then in catch block directly I can call next. Okay, so it will be e not error, because here we are receiving e. So E is represent error object, so we need to pass E. So now I'll update all my middleware. So now you can see we have optimized our code. So instead of returning error message from catch block, we are just passing it to next error handler controller. Everywhere I just updated. So let's test at least one middleware, so we'll be sure that it's working fine. So here I'm going to test get user by user ID. So here I'm receiving ID from params and I'm passing this ID to services. If this ID is valid, then I'm going to get result. If this ID is not valid, length will be 0. So I'm throwing error from here, record not found. So this error will be handled by catch block because I'm inside try block. So I'm not replying from here, I'm just passing error to next. Now let's test inside Postman and see. So this is the route. Here I'm passing the valid ID. Then I'm getting the data. If I pass invalid ID, I'm getting the message record not found. So it's working fine. But there is one problem. We are getting this message, this response in 500 because we haven't passed the status code from here. So let's pass status code now. Const So now here you can see 404 record not found. If you can notice here, when I'm throwing error, I need to also pass the status code. Otherwise I'm getting error message with 500 status code. So let's optimize this. So now I'm going to create my own custom error class. There I'll pass message and status code. So I don't need to write 3 lines. I just complete in 1 line. So let's do this. So here I'm going to create one utils folder. Inside that, I'm going to create a file app err.js. I'm pasting my code here to save some time. So here I have created app error class extended with error. So error is a JavaScript class. So I have extended that class and I have created our own app error class. So in a constructor, I'm receiving two things, message and status code. So here my super class is error, so I'm passing message variable to super class constructor. Now I have taken one more property to this error class, status code, and I'm assigning the status code which I'm receiving in constructor. Now I have taken one optional parameter. This dot is operational and by default I make it true. So by using this property we can know that this is a custom error generated by us, so we can display the message of this error. Otherwise we cannot display, we may leak some sensitive information. So we cannot trust to other error, we can only trust those who have the property is optional true. And finally I have written this line error.capture stack trace. So if we write this line of code, we are going to get stack from which file, from which line this is originated. So this receives one reference of this object and also the reference of this constructor. That's it. Just save this and go to the file. We don't need to write this line of code. We just can throw new app error, then record not found and message 404. That's it. You can see you need to also import this, right? Otherwise this will not work. Now save this. Let's test again. We are getting same message 404. For your understanding, just I'm changing this to 403. Save this. See, I'm getting 403 forbidden, right? So this is also working. In this way, we can create custom error class and we can throw. So this reduces the line of code. So let's apply the same thing for requested path not found. Here, just remove this and change error to app error. Hit enter, it will automatically import. Now pass 404. Now we are sending this error in next. That's it, save. Now let's check it. If we go to any route which is not available, we are getting this message and it's working fine. Now let's go back here in controller. So if you have noticed, in every middleware I'm using try and catch. So in the next video I'll optimize this and we will also create different type of message for production and for development environment. If we are in development, then we will give complete message with file name and line number as well. But if we are in productions, we will give only specific message, not everything. So see you in the next video because we have already crossed 10 minutes. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you are new, please subscribe my channel.